Morning guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's 5 o'clock in the morning and today we're going to be making pineapple donuts. Now the first part of the video is making a dough. Now if you've seen this previously before, you can find a marker down in the description which you can just jump to. Also, whilst you're down in the description, you can also find playlists and other things that may interest you. Please subscribe and please share. Anyway, we'll get right on with the video. And for your recipe, you want 225 grams of bread flour. It's important you actually use a very strong bread flour. This is the one that actually makes the dough more so than anything. 28 grams of caster sugar, 28 grams of white shortening, 28 grams of egg, 113 grams of milk, 28 grams of fresh yeast, 2 grams of salt, and 2 grams of bread improver, or you can use vitamin C. Well guys, before you start your recipe, the important thing is the temperature. Now for me, I know this room is absolutely scorching hot. It's 27 Celsius in here. Now that's far too hot for most kitchens. You want to be around about 20 Celsius. Also, your bowl wants to be 20 Celsius. And you want to get all your ingredients to around about 20 Celsius. Get yourself a little thermometer. My temperature in this room is 26 at the moment, and that's a really bit too hot. But that's because I've got all these lights around me and it's like a studio in here. Right, to start your dough, get yourself a whisk, and we'll start by putting the milk into the bowl, your eggs, your sugar. Now we're going to break your yeast down. Now all we're going to do is just give this a good whip up. Just mix it in so it's all dissolved in well, like that. The next bit is fairly easy. Now we've got our flour. What we want to do is put your fat in, and your salt and your improver. And just mix this up with your hands. So you're making like a little bit of a crumb. Hence why, if your temperatures are right, your fat will already be really, really nice and soft. What you need is your hook. Just pop your dry ingredients in and get your hook and just mix it round. It's just to start to form the dough. Just makes it a bit easier. Now you want your mixer. Right, now we're ready to go. The important thing is to make sure this hook is correctly fitted to your machine. I have actually heard a number of people haven't fitted it correctly and have broken it. So what we're going to do is just start this off on first speed for 2 minutes. Well, that's around about 2 minutes. So what we're going to do is just get our spatula and just scrape it off. And just feel the dough just to see, once that started mixing, that'll go soft. So it doesn't want to be like bread dough. It's a little bit softer than bread dough. So just check it. That does feel lovely. Now, the important part now we're going to be mixing this on third speed. Now remember, your machine might not take the punishment like this one. So third speed is quite high and your motor will get overrun if you're not careful. So do intervals of 1 minute on, 1 minute off if you're finding your machine's overheating. Right, we'll get her going. Gradually build up to the speed. Right, and that's it. And all you need to do, spray yourself a little pot, mold it up into a ball and just cover it over. Now if that only wants 5 minutes rest, that's it, because this is what you call no time. This is our dough we've just done earlier. So we now want to scale this at around about 100 grams each. Now what we're going to do is roll them round. And just roll them out a little bit. And just cut them in the middle. And then mold these up round. Now what we're going to do now is let these prove up a little bit and then we'll roll them out. Right, they've rested a bit of flour. Now we want to be rolling these out nice and round to around about 4 to 4.5 inches. Easiest thing, if you roll them out first. Right, now we're going to get them out a bit further. And now we're going to add our pineapple. And now we're going to spray them with water, just a little bit. And then we'll fold them over to make little pasties. Now I'm lucky enough to have a wire for a donut fryer. Now you can use a tray with some silicone paper and some rice cones, and you do exactly the same. And you put them on your tray. Keep them well spread out. And what we'll do now is pop these into the prover box. We want to add some water in. This is hot water. Now you want to be proving these up for around about 45 minutes at a temperature of around about 25 Celsius. Now you want to be waiting around about, give it 30 minutes, then put your frying pan on or chip pan just to get it up to temperature. The same thing for me. I'll be putting my donut fryer on around about 30 minutes into the proof. So at least it gives it a good 15 minutes for your fat to warm up. Obviously my donut fryer take a little bit longer than that, but they're not going anywhere. Now it's time to get your donuts out of your prover box and get your fryer on. Now your chip pan or frying pan wants to be up to about 190 to 200 Celsius. So you can get them on. Now we'll have a look at the donuts I've just took out of the box, and you'll see yourself. They got a little bit of wetness on, so we've got to let them dry out. So they're a bit wet at the moment. weirdly enough. And that's just the water. So we want to get them a bit drier. They're just a bit too wet really. Now I'm going to get the fryer on. So that's up to temperature. My fryer is going to take a good 15 minutes to get up to temperature and then it'll be fine. Right, we'll get our donuts in. So we'll go to the donut fryer and we'll fry them off. The donuts usually take around about 3 to 4 minutes each side. So you can just turn a bit of them over just to have a look. And if it's slightly browning, you're almost there. So they want to be golden brown. You just check the edge. Yeah, they're ready. And then just flick them over. Now we'll get a tray with some paper on. This is just ordinary baking paper. All we need to do is sprinkle some sugar on. And now for finishing off the pineapple donuts. Very simple, easy job to do. All we're going to do is dip them into sugar. And that's how to do apple donuts. It's as simple as that. If you want more recipes like this, please subscribe and please share. And do check out the description below for your recipe. And also you'll find it on my Facebook page at The Traditional Bakery. And do check my YouTube channel because I do have quite a selection of playlists down there. Baking and non-baking. And we'll see you again very shortly on the Crazy Baker channel in the Crazy Baker kitchen. Laters! This is the Crazy Baker channel. Baking, lifestyle, recipes, reviews, I am the Crazy Baker. Please subscribe and please share. Laters!